Do it. Do it. Why not? You scared to make a tape? Don't be scared. Make the tape. My name is Lani Kelly, and I play the oboe. From my previous performances here, I was invited to play with the Saint Louis Symphony, the Worth Symphony, the Nashville Symphony, and having those on my resume broke a barrier for me because up until that point, the orchestras that were on my resume weren't big enough, really, to get me invited to the kinds of auditions that I want to be taking, the kind of auditions for the jobs I want to have. But having that sub-opportunity on my resume broke that barrier for me. It hasn't been a problem since. And that wouldn't have been possible without SOPA, because there's really no other way in unless a teacher, your specific teacher, can get you in, and that's a very small and limiting. It's limiting in a lot of ways, not just like who you study with, but are you still in school? Or what about the students who are coming up under you? So this provides a lot of opportunities for connection that otherwise just would not be there. And it has helped me grow so much. The first time I came to SOPA, I met a friend who I'm still currently playing with, actually. So it provided me with community in addition to the learning experiences that I had here. But getting the feedback from the musicians was so helpful because I did not have access to those level of musicians where I was living. I would have had to travel very far and pay a lot of money in travel and lesson expenses just to access them one at a time, which I was doing, but can only do so much. And with SOPA, all of a sudden I got comments from 50 people. And that it was so helpful because it showed me some of the things I was doing right, and it showed me the places where I really did need to improve. And sometimes one person won't tell you that, especially if they like something you're doing or they don't like something that you're doing. But if everyone is commenting, you can really kind of begin to see a picture of yourself. And so feedback from the players on the level that I wanted to be on, was hugely transformative for my playing. And the benefit of the community as well was really helpful and supportive. The future of orchestras is, everyone has something to say about that. But if we're talking about representing communities in orchestra, if we're talking about diversity in orchestra, if we're coming at it from that angle, when I started doing SOPA, there were just a handful of us here, and I did not know, except for Titus Underwood, any other Black oboe players. I didn't know any Latino oboe players, not one. And coming here, every year the candidate pool grows, and the talent pool itself is growing. We've always been here, but now there's more and more young people who are showing up at a really high level who, thanks to situations like this, I'm able to meet and see and interact with, and I have connections and friendships now that I never would have had before. And I feel like Sphinx has been around for a long time, but it wasn't always open to wind players. And so being able to participate more fully, I think, is really transformative for players, transformative for the community, and therefore it's going to be transformative for the orchestras.